Good. So we come to that moment. We're talking about that aspect now. Alright.
Okay, no. Myself.
So much is such a So everybody together. Shantis. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Touch the book. 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 Alright, so you remember your card number. One, get a big one. So this is for all of you. Let's see. I'm going to read them. Fostered by the sacrifice, yajna, the gods will bestow upon you all the requisites necessary for performing your duty. He who relishes these without using these in the service of others is verily a thief. This is a big one. Let me read it again. Fostered by the sacrifice, yajna, the gods, will bestow upon you all the requisites necessary for performing your duty. He who relishes these without using these in the service of others is verily a thief. What a big one, Lord have mercy. I don't even have to go to the purple. So, wow. The core of this whole thing, transcending matters. From the core, I've always said, go and share the love you have within. Give. Give even a prayer in your heart. Give even a smile. Give even a thought of positive goodwill. When you hear me talking about, you see what you gained this week as your weapon of being. This is not something to be used selfishly. Most of the times when we pray to God for our blessing and we get the blessing, we forget to say thank you. We forget to say thank you. And then when things start pop down again, you say, oh God, I know we never said thank you last time, but this time, not only will I say thank you, but I go and stop this and I go and stop that and I go and stop this and I go and stop that. And then you get the blessing and you forget again. You forget to stop this and stop that and stop all the promise that you decided that you was going to. You as soon as you get your blessing, and you know when you get your blessing, you drop your word with God. You drop your word with your inner being. You drop your word to your commitment to yourself. You lose the power of your word. When you lose the power of your word, you lose the power of yourself. To gain power, to gain real power, is to give. To gain real power is to give what you really need. When you need what you say, you know something, I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it away. My last, I'm going to give it away. You know, me and Brother Adrian and Sister Letitia was talking yesterday. And I was saying to Brother Adrian, I'm so surprised at the magical life that I live. Something must be right in what I'm doing. And in the core of it, it's serving others. It's looking out for others as much as I look out for myself, even down to the cooking, even down to the taste of the food, even down to the temperature of the food, even down to everything, even down to I'm sitting there and my psychic senses are kicking in and I can sense something that my sister Gina, me look, me say, I'm bugger climb up and out. Me say, come on, fire. I see you like my children, in one sense, you know? And again, when I was talking with Brother Adrian about creating a temple, the temple is the key to your heart. When you're nurturing the relationship with your temple, you treat it like a child. You don't treat it like it's something that you have to bow down and honor to. You treat it like it's your child. You treat it like it's your child. And in this way, the powers that be will treat you like it's your child. You see the relationship? You see me now? It's now treating you like, because think about it, here's the deity, there's the deity of Ganesh right there. And Ganesh is everywhere, he doesn't need to be in a deity. Doesn't need to be in a fixated spot. But it's for us to concentrate our minds on Ganesh right now. Even though Ganesh is there, everywhere. And Krishna says, I am all deities. I am everything. I am all. So the secret is, when you think of Ganesh, think of Krishna. I'm giving you a little insight there, look, yeah? Everything comes from the one. Back to the point. The first thing when you hear me say, dear divine loving being, I give thanks for making us all unique. I give thanks for making us all special. I give thanks and gratitude for all that you are doing for me that I know of consciously and unconsciously. Because sometimes we're not even conscious of the blessings that have been afforded for us in every moment. So when we don't find ourselves in that space of giving thanks, we're going to get a spank. This is when we put ourselves in the position of being seen as a thief. When you don't give thanks, imagine I cook you a nice meal and you don't say thank you. How is the dinner going to taste tomorrow? You understand? So it all works. The best way to get a relationship out with someone, say thank you to them as much as you can. Yeah? Thank you for being here. That feels special to someone. And be sincere about it. Don't just use lip service. Thank you for being here. You understand? Like, give. This is the secret. And be grateful for the ability to give. This is the pathway to detachment. Get caught up in the giving. When you get caught up in the giving, you get flooded with the getting. You get flooded with the getting. When you get caught up with the giving, you get flooded with the blessings. If you're sitting there counting the blessings and you forget about the giving, it's like you put a pinch on the flow of life. When you pinch the holes, or and you start to get dribs and drabs now, and it starts to be out of control now, and you really just want a nice steady flow. You've got to give to receive. Anybody heard of that thing called pay it forward?
Yes.
The concept pay it forward? It's big, it's real. It's real. So the hardest thing to overcome. You see, when you don't do your meditation one day and you still think, okay, I'm invincible, okay, I'm gonna get a big blessing yesterday, I win the lottery or whatever it is that you're thankful for the day before. Today, where you feel that you don't need to give thanks. Okay, cool, no stones from there. But you never checked in. You never checked in. So now your name's not on the list. You never checked in, your name's not on the list. So guess what? When your name's not on the list, you made yourself in the state of a tramp in the spiritual realms. And now you have to just get the leftovers. Your blessings now have to come from the leftovers. Who wants leftover blessings? Come on, man. Somebody must want the leftovers. Huh? And what happens when you get left with the leftovers? You get bitter. Because you know you got the leftovers. And then the cycle starts, that bitterness attracts more bitterness, and you start ending up in a wheel of more bitterness, and it's now even harder to even conceive the idea of meditation now, because the daytime is just too bitter. I've got to deal with my bitterness first before I meditate. Huh? It's only bitterness that stops you from meditating. It's only bitterness that stops you from meditating. When you're in a beautiful space, I could do this all day. I could just literally tap in, tune in and turn on and stay here all day. And the more that you're in that zone, is the less you have to do on the mundane sphere. You're making life easier on the mundane sphere. So if you dedicate 2 hours a day to meditation, you'll be doing everything within 4 hours and have nothing to do. And you just, yeah, this is actually crazy. How come nobody told me this? Huh? You don't meditate, you have to put out a whole exertion of 12 hours plus to make your day make sense. You meditate 15 minutes for the day, you only have to do 10 hours. You meditate half an hour a day, you only have to do 8 hours. Do you see the pattern? You do an hour a day of meditation, oh, you've only got to do 6 hours. Because everything is literally being made easy for you to do. When you're not meditating, your energies are coming out like this. Yeah? You're flowing outwards. Your energies are getting in a space of entanglement, in a form of demand. I'm hungry, I want breakfast, I want this, I want money, I want blah blah, I want I seek, where is it? I'm feeling around in the dark. Mind tell me, where is it? Who's got it? I want it. Yeah? This is what you're doing. When you meditate, you cut off all of that and everything comes in. And the universe is not like, what do you want? You're not saying anything. What do you want? Huh? Not, I just give you everything. Pick. You know, hello. Let's try and disturb this one. This is when the temptations come. This is when the allurement comes. This is when you can work, pick, choose and refuse. You know, sometimes when things really bad, I say, all right, nobody disturb me. I'm gone, soon come. Gone in my corner, 3 hours, you see when I come out of that? You see the answer that I come out within after those 3 hours of solid meditation? It's life-changing, it's unstoppable, it's unshakable, nobody can test it. And anytime I take an action and say, right, it's happening. Magic happens. And if I had the chance to do that 24/7 a day, I would. Oh man. I miss meditating 3-4 hours a day. This is what I was doing in my training. And in that, the ultimate that you can give is to give to yourself. That's the ultimate gift that you can give, is give divine attention to yourself. You see, when you give divine attention to yourself, you get divine abundance given to you. I can't make it any simpler. When you give divine attention to yourself, you get divine abundance given to you. Does it have to be any harder than that? I mean, what else do you want? That's the key secret right there. And you all have the tools to do that now. You have the tools. Pick, choose and refuse. You've got pranayama. You've got yoga exercises. You've got the beads. You've got chakra stones. You've got contemplation. You've got the Gita, which you can get, which I've given you all a copy, PDF. That's 6 tools that I've just named right there. 6. You can't pick so if you don't get to at least do one of those things every day to nourish what? You. You need to nourish you. It's you. You're the center of the universe. In your eyes, that's, this is what really matters. Without you, no one's here. So don't rob yourselves, getting back to the verse, don't rob yourselves of a great opportunity that you've got right now in your hand. to make the most and share it. You will empower yourselves more by sharing it. And guess what? First of all, I'm going to say, share it mentally before you share it verbally. You all now have the power of discernment to a certain level. I've seen you all rise. You all got a certain level of discernment now when you know when you're not casting pearls to swine. Okay? Don't get into no argument with anybody about trying to let them understand the logistics of what you do. But work on the mind. Work on the mind. Tell them, it's not worth being angry. It's not worth. Help them, I notice your breathing is a bit erratic. You need to maybe just calm down, breathe. Listen to some different type of music. That banga danga I listen to, I'll upset you so anyway. You see it? So help them in any way, little way that you can, and more powerfully, like I said, mana seva, which is mental seva, mental service. Most of the times, if I said, can you all go and wash up the dishes right now? You'd be like, the body tired. But if I said, can you all just imagine in your minds how you would go and clean that kitchen? In your minds. You'll all have the power to do it. And mentally, the kitchen is spotless. Now, by the power of you all doing this, you've now created an energy that whoever's going to step in the kitchen is going to make it spotless. This is the power of mental energy. If we was all arguing in the room now, and somebody walked in the room, and we all went quiet, they could tell we was arguing. You could tell we was arguing. Just because of the energy. So you can sense when there is love, life's optimum vibrating energy. You can sense when it's not. We can use the word evil. Evil, in this concept, is living backwards. Live. You spell live backwards. What do you get? Evil. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Now we can just detach. You're doing it backwards, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it out of sync. You're not going to get there like that. Ultimately, you're being evil to yourself. Because anything you do to the world, you're ultimately doing it to yourself. So, when you go back to London, you have to be a force of fire, a force not to be contended with, a force of goodwill, a force of good positive energy, a flame of positivity, a flame of love. The world is suffering from love deprivation. And when your weapon is love, you win them all, you beat them all.
Can I just share something, Tarun?
Absolutely, my dear.
So, actually, 3 weeks ago, I was on jury service, and I literally finished Thursday, we flying out Saturday. Yeah? I was supposed to only be on 10 days, but it literally went over. And so the case went on, and there were 4 black boys, all being charged for whatever it was. But they were both sides were, so it was one person against 3, both of them pleading self-defense. But your spirit, you just know. And from the beginning, I knew that the one person, he was innocent. Listened to all the evidence, and everyone was doing the chattering, already giving their verdict, what they thought. Anyway, when it came to voting, we had 2 days of deliberation, and the first 3 boys, they were guilty. We knew that. But the second one, the one on his own, everyone, he's guilty, he's guilty, he's guilty. And the 3 of us in the room were saying he's not guilty. So there were 11 of us, because whatever the circumstances were. So at one point, it was 8-3 guilty. 3 of us said, we're not changing our vote. We kept on deliberating. We were going around in circles. We went home. The next day we came back, same thing. I kept on meditating. I was going in, I was praying, meditating, and my mantra was, he is going to be found not guilty. And I kept on saying that. Anyway, we still couldn't make a decision. In the afternoon now, because when we came back on Thursday, we thought by 12 o'clock we'd be finished. 4 o'clock we're still in the room. We'll finish at 4:30, alright?
Wow.
Anyway, so the next thing, I kept on saying my views, and I kept on saying what they were asking was at that moment in time. Was he guilty for doing his offence at that moment in time? And I broke it down to them. I said, this is what they are asking of the question. You can't take in whatever your views are. This is the evidence. We've got the direction. If we follow that direction, we will see that this person is not guilty. It turned to 8-3 not guilty.
Look at that.
Right? Within instantly, 8-3 not guilty. So 3 of them still saying he was guilty. So then it was like, okay, we need 2 more people to change. 2 changed, 1 stayed. So the guy got off as not guilty.
Look at that. Look at that.
And so when you said that, I was like, at the time, because I said to Roz, I feel that I did something in the room.
Absolutely.
I said, I really feel that it was my influence that made that decision, because of the way I was operating. I was just so verbalizing what I thought, because, I put order in the room, and, they were all talking amongst each other, and I said, you guys, we need to listen to each other. There's no point in everyone speaking. We need to take turns and have order,
It's your meditation.
Yeah.
Your meditation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I really felt that, I said to Roz, I really felt that he got let off, because every time I went to the toilet, I was meditating. He's not guilty. He's not guilty.
Know for sure that you influenced it.
Yeah.
Know for 100% sure that you influenced it.
I really feel that I influenced that. Yeah.
The maths has already been worked out.
Yeah.
Do you remember the chart? Do you remember the chart of map of consciousness?
Yeah.
Yeah? There's a point where it's a force. That force is manipulation.
Yeah.
That force happens when the solar plexus chakra and all the other chakras are working downwardly. Yeah? And that's manipulation. Now, we all know the feeling of manipulation. When somebody's pushing you towards something, you can feel that energy.
Yeah.
To rise above that energy, as I've always said, we start from the heart chakra. Yeah? Now, this creates an energy of influence. Yeah? Which is much more powerful than manipulation, because the power of influence, the power of truth has its own influential. You can sense truth when you hear it, even if you're stubborn to it, So in this sense, it is very important to realize, you see, once you come above the solar plexus and you're operating from the heart, this is, you could say literally, the higher you go, the more people you can influence. The higher you go, the more people you can influence. This is even the same principle of people who has fans. They're so confident in themselves. They're so, Michael Jackson steps on the stage like, and he's just standing there like, this is for me. You understand? So, and this is probably one of the, again, when we look in Gita, when we look in scriptures, Brahma Samhita, and the qualities of Krishna, one of them being is all infamous, the most famous being on the planet, God. And nobody's ever met him face to face. Like, yeah, I'm not witness. I know witness. You all know witness. But no one can, you know? It's down to you to prove it. He's the most famous. And we seek this same fame. We seek this same fame. Now when you're doing it out of sincerity, you see what happens for those who are addicted to fame. Fame addiction is worse than drug addiction. Yeah? Fame addiction is worse than drug addiction. But when you see, when you're doing it with sincerity, the what do you call it, side effects. Fame will come, money will come, whatever will come, these things will come. Once you're doing it in sincerity and truth, and because of your sincerity, it has a power, not a force, a power of influence. You see, when something's powerful, you just, you don't have to force it. You just realize you're powerless to it, and you just get with the program. That's all that happens.
That was like, oh my gosh, on Thursday, some emotion afterwards, because I was like, oh my gosh, did I just do that? That's how I felt. Like, did I just do that?
This is your power.
It was powerful. It was powerful.
You see, so the more that you